I was walking the beat one night in a downtown district steeped in age, an old historical town, where every brick seemed to remember something it refused to forget. The streets were quiet, the kind of quiet that presses in on your ears. Gas lamp-style lights cast long, warped shadows across the sidewalks, and the air carried that faint smell of damp stone and rusted iron. I cut down a narrow side alley behind a row of businesses. Long ago, at the turn of the century, people had lived back here. Families, shopkeepers, lives stacked on top of one another. Now the buildings stood hollow and broken. Brick walls remained, but the insides were gutted. No floors, no staircases, no warmth. Just shells. That's when the feeling hit me, the sense of being watched. In law enforcement, you learn to trust that instinct. Most nights, it's routine. Your body reacting before your mind catches up. I slowed my pace and scanned my surroundings, my eyes moving from shadow to shadow. Trash stirred slightly in the alley, though there was no wind. Then I looked up. In a second-story window of one of the abandoned buildings, I saw her, clear as day. An elderly woman stood there, framed by the broken brick. She wore what looked like an old wool shirt, the kind you'd expect from another era. Her gray hair was pulled back, her face deeply wrinkled, worn by time and hardship. She wasn't transparent. She wasn't vague. She was there, solid, unmistakable, and she was looking directly at me. Every nerve in my body snapped to attention. I moved fast, rounding the corner and rushing toward the building to make contact. No one was supposed to be there. No one could be there. As I reached the entrance, my momentum slowed. There was no floor, no stairs, no way up. The inside was nothing but open air and fallen debris, moonlight spilling through empty window frames. The second story floated above me, unreachable, impossible. That's when it hit me. What I'd seen wasn't standing in the present, it was standing in the past. I backed away slowly, my breath shallow, the alley suddenly colder. A shiver ran down my spine as I turned and looked back up at the window. It was empty, just broken brick and darkness, like it had been for decades. I walked out of that alley with the uneasy certainty that, for a moment, time itself had thinned, and something that once lived there had noticed me watching back.